spicy Thai peanut pasta with sambal lemon shrimp. What's up, everyone? Rachael Ray fam. I'm super excited to make this dish with you. This is my pantry recipe. I have my water boiling here. I'm gonna heat up my pan to get nice and smoking hot so that we can get nice caramelization going and make sure everything tastes delicious with high heat. That's how I like to cook, high heat. All right, so we have our water going. First things first, the pasta's gonna take about 6 to 8 minutes. So let's just get the pasta and the linguine right in. Right now, we're gonna put that in. I already salted the water a little bit. So we have our pan here. It's super hot. You can see the smoke coming up already. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take half a stick of butter. We're just gonna give it a nice kind of toss. It's gonna brown a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so you hear all the sauteing and it's all cracking and popping. This is what you want, that high heat to develop those flavors. We're gonna season it with a little bit of salt. Keep in mind, this has a lot of kind of soy sauce and elements of salt here, so you don't wanna go overboard. Next up, we're gonna hit it with some of our sambal. This is the spice, the sweet, the heat all in one. Ooh, there you go. All right, and then after that, we're gonna hit it with some lemon juice. That's the juice of 1 lemon. All right, so we're gonna toss this around. You don't need to fully cook this shrimp. Reason being, it's gonna sit while we get the other elements going. It's also gonna get mixed in and heated up again once we add the pasta with the sauce. So as long as the shrimp is like 60, 75% cooked, you are good to go. Look how good that looks. Yeah, buddy. All right, here's the beauty about this. You don't need to clean the pan fully. It just needs to be kind of wiped off so that we can saute off if there's no excess burnt bits. So I'm just gonna do a quick rinse, and then I'm gonna get the pan, while it's still kind of hot, right back onto the stovetop. High heat still. While it rests there and continues to get hot, I'll take a towel and I'll just wipe down any of the excess bits that may burn, and then we can continue. Let's put in a little bit of vegetable oil along with our sesame oil. The reason why you do the two together is so that the vegetable oil will allow the sesame oil to like touch the pan without burning, because sesame oil can burn very quickly. So you dilute it a little bit to mitigate some of that burning. And then now we're gonna put in our 3 cloves of thinly sliced garlic right in so they can caramelize and get nice and brown and toasted. You're just gonna hear that sizzle. The second that they get golden brown, we're ready to start adding the other elements of our pasta, or of our sauce. So we're gonna go for about 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. All right, right there. Oh, so good. I love me some good peanut butter. Next up, we're gonna hit it with some soy. Perfect. And then we're gonna throw in some brown sugar. And of course, a little bit of rice wine vinegar. So now we have the accent of both the lemon, and then of course the brown sugar, and then the sweetness and the tanginess, and of course the salt. And we're gonna complement the sambal chili with our sriracha right here. All right, so that way we can get some of that spice and sweetness going with it. And you're gonna see everything really start to thicken it up. And then at this point, as the peanut butter starts to melt and everything starts to reduce, let's throw in our last half of stick of butter. And this is really gonna make the sauce. This is gonna kind of combine with everything, gonna make things kind of viscous. It's gonna obviously bring that creamy butterness to it, but it's also gonna help things not burn or anything. We're gonna throw in our shrimp with all that lovely sauce in the base as well. And then here's another trick, okay? The trick is, see that? That's all good stuff. We're gonna take some of the pasta water, just a little bit. We're gonna kind of clean the bowl like this, and then put that right into, woo-hoo-hoo! That way we capture every morsel and every drip and ounce of sauce. Our pasta's finished, so now we'll take our pasta. So the beauty here is that I can just turn off the heat, because the residual heat from the pan and the pasta and the water and the sauce and the shrimp, it's all good. It'll melt, it'll stay hot and warm. Everything is already pretty much cooked. And now we're gonna just add a little bit of our aromatics. So aromatics here are, we have basil, we have cilantro, and of course, we have mint. So now we're just gonna take all of that and just put it in. It'll add a nice kind of hue color of green. Look how beautiful this looks with all of these different colors. You wanna have that great smell, the flavors, the sauce, everything about it. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. Woo! That's the beauty about pantry cooking. It's so easy, this recipe is so simple, and yet it is so delicious.